Human brain architecture. Human brain is supposed to be the most developed brain among all the organisms. If we take amoeba to whale, whale is the largest animal. I believe it is much larger to 30 elephant can fit into a whale. So whale is that large. But human brain is considered as the most developed brain among all the organisms. What are the organisms? There are three kind of organisms that are generally found. One organism that cannot be seen, that is one set of organisms. That is bacteria, virus, amoeba, I don't know, protozoa or whatever it is. But they are thousands and thousands of types. They cannot be seen. One type of organism is tree organism that is upside down and that cannot move. That is also considered as organism. So they are again in thousand of types, and this is another set of organism. Third set of organism is which can move, that is amoeba to whale. Okay, if I say mindset, then whatever till human. So out of three type of organism, still human brain is considered as the most developed brain in kind of srishti. Srishti means in the living world, physical world, what we can kind of see or sense. Okay, so we have talked about two part of the brain. One is left brain and one is right brain, where right brain is devotional brain and left brain is logical brain. Okay, so he is good for me because a person is good for me because he has done this good to me, he has done not this good to me, and then he did this in past, that in past. If I do this calculation, that so this logical comes from left side of the brain. But he is good because he is this and he is that, that's it. So that is the devotional brain, that is the relativity that shows. So devotional brain, and we talked in big detail about this. There is another brain that is divided, that is called frontal brain, that is called agya region, and then there is a top brain that is called sahasrara. So sahasrara and agya region. Okay, there is a back side also little bit, but mainly it is sahasrara, that is the top, this region, and then front region. Okay, there are two parts and little bit in the back side of the brain. So there are two parts, mainly two parts in the brain or three parts in the brain that is talked in another way of the brain. Front part, that is agya region, sahasrara, and then back part, I don't remember the name. Three part of the brain. But if we see kind of actual brain part, that is through the modern science, that is allopathic science, then I believe this is called frontal brain. Okay, and then this is called o- occipital brain or something like that. Okay, and then uh, I mean this is frontal brain, parietal brain, frontal brain, parietal brain, and then this is a something that is called occipital, the back, little back side, occipital brain or something like that. And then we have kind of uh, uh, then uh, even backside, that is cerebellum, something like that it is called. And then if the backbone touches the plane and the lower side, that is temporal brain. So temporal brain, frontal brain, parietal brain, occipital brain, I believe so, and then cerebellum. So there are kind of, I believe, five parts mainly in the brain as per the, if someone breaks the brain, then this would be like that. Then there are many things like after the frontal brain, the part of the parietal brain, if you see, then there is a motor area, there are many sensor area also in the brain. Okay, like if we see that what is front part, so front part of the brain, that is the frontal brain, it is responsible for the concentration. Okay, so it is responsible for the concentration. Okay, how much we concentrate on something. Okay, this part. And then if we talk about parietal part, that is the top part, then it talks about attentivity, how much our brain is attentive. If we see the occipital part, so I believe I'm saying right word, occipital, or it can be something different also. Then this occipital part, so here the eye is connected, so if it is more powerful, then your eyesight is more powerful. And then the cerebellum part, and then cerebellum part mainly in the kind of taking the balance when we walk or something like this. And then the temporal part, backbone is connected, that inner part, that is hearing system, that is more or less, that is responsible. Motor, if frontal portion little bit behind, it is like it is a rotor motor area. So motor area generally responsible for the muscle that we can move on. Like heart muscle, we don't have any control. Lung muscle, we have the control. If we take breath, then we can squeeze it. But heart muscle and kidney muscle and liver muscle, we don't have any control. So those the muscle which are in our control, they are generally conducted through motor area. This is modern medical science, that is the allopathic science. Unfortunately, the allopathic science is a science that we can see from our eye. Whatever we can see from our eye, that much is the science. And problem happens starts happening when disease goes beyond our eye, like leukemia and this kind of cancer disease. It is never get cured. Okay, because these diseases, they happens beyond our visionary. Whatever we see from our eye, there are many things in the body functioning that go beyond our eye. If it goes beyond our eye, then we cannot cure the disease through the eye way. Simple logic, right? If something is happening, if something is happening that we are sensing, we are seeing the result. Like I am talking through mobile and I cannot see the wave. Wave is going. If someone can say this is a false wave, someone is mad and talking something, how there is no change I can see anywhere. Then how he is talking to someone remotely? Not possible. But it's happening because it is beyond our eye. This is energy science. So sometimes disease happens when it is beyond our eye. Whatever we see the physical region in the brain, that physical region does not come, it surpasses that region. So disease that surpasses the reason what we are talking about, the occipital or parietal or frontal or cerebellum, okay, and temporal brain or rotor area, motor area, and these kind of whatever the division we have done, and we try to see what is the activity that is happening. If someone is carcinogenic or leukemia or any cancer, then what is happening in the brain? If I start seeing it, it is beyond that. So this is the place where energy science comes into the picture. And energy science talks about this is kind of a front brain, okay, agya region and sahasrar region, back region, and this is the three regions they distribute, or left region and right region of the brain. So mainly agya region, sahasrar region, and backside. This is the three regions they divide into it. So when we are attentive, in the sense when we are attentive, then brain comes into velocity. If we are not attentive, then brain is not in the velocity, less velocity. When we are attentive, then brain comes into the velocity. Brain comes into the velocity, then which portion comes into the maximum velocity? That is the sahasrara. Allopathic science is also saying attentivity is parietal brain responsibility. So if we are attentive, then this brain is active. Active means there is a velocity. If there is a velocity, then that person starts generating the energy. Okay, there is another science into it, that the body human body means brain, and then back brain extends, and then there is a backbone that goes till here. If I take backbone and then this skull region full, then this is called pind. Okay, so human body is exact replica of the universe. The way full universe is there, no one has estimated how big the universe is, but whatever big it is, that is exact replica of the human pind. I am not saying this. I am saying everything is exact replica of human, not only universe. If you see a mosquito or if you see any butterfly, again there is a pind one. There is a brain and then there is a vertebra. If you see any bat, ba- bat also, or any animal, anything, there is a brain and there is a vertebra. If you see lizard also, there is a brain and there is a vertebra. If you see frog also, lizard and frog are different. Frog can jump, lizard cannot jump. Butterfly or fly can fly, but lizard cannot fly. All are different. Okay. If you see orangutan, then he can behave like a human. But everyone has a head and vertebra. From there, parts are different. If you see fish also, then there is a head and there is a vertebra. At that location, fish is also same as human one. But after that, rest of the part is different. Bird also there is a vertebra and head. That is called fin. So everything is tied. The weight of the full body is hanged on the fin. That's why people say that universe is exact replica of human, because if you want any structure to exist, then there has to be a head and then backbone vertebra, that is called fin. So universe also has pinned, and upon that, then full universe is hanged upon. So human body is exact replica of universe. My question is, there are two questions that is anyone would be curious to know. If that is true, then where is the earth? Not in the universe. Universe earth is there. If human body is exact replica of universe, then in human body, where is the earth? This is one query. Second query is, if universe is exact replica of human body, then where is the brain of universe? That is another question. Okay, brain must exist. I'm not talking about this head, skull, and bone. I'm not talking about bone. The actual brain of the universe is where there is no research on it. Only research is, this is a gas planet, and this is a water planet, and this is a ice planet, and there is a ammonia gas, and there is a nitrogen gas, and this there is acid rain. What you will learn from this? You just tell me how you can cure a cancer patient. Not possible. The way this allopathic science or modern science, the way they tackle any problem, it's like I am seeing in deep learning now people are talking about it. If a person is very small, person is small, and if he stands in front of elephant, then if someone asks how do you feel that the elephant is, if he's standing near the tail, then he will say this is the elephant, because he can see only tail. Elephant is that big. If he is standing in front of leg, then he will say this is the elephant. But bigger elephant, no one can say if it is standing very near to. Like that human, when it sees the universe, then he say it is ammonia gas and this and that. But the full universe, no one can see how it looks. In a book somewhere, in the Indian book of Veda or somewhere, it would have been mentioned that universe is exact replica of human. I don't know. No one can see universe. Even I cannot see small solar planet. What I can see the universe. But anyway, that is the concept. But if that is the concept, then where is the brain of universe? If someone can tackle this, where is the brain of universe, and he can understand it, then certainly he can understand the human body. Okay, so certainly he can understand the human brain and human body. Why it is more easy to understand universe brain than human brain is that people consider we are the brain. If you consider you are the brain, then certainly you cannot know about the brain. If you consider you are not the brain, you are somewhere else, then you can see the brain. You understand, right? I can see the mobile, because I am not the mobile. I am sitting in front of the mobile, so I can see the mobile how it is. If I say I am the mobile, if I am the mobile, then how I can describe what the mobile is? I am the mobile. So if I am the brain, if human says that I am the brain, if I am talking means my brain is talking, then how I can think about what how brain functions? Maximum I can break someone's head and I can see how the brain is. But the actual functionality of the brain cannot be disclosed by human when he thinks that I am the brain. But if he thinks that if he somehow if he can able to see the brain of universe, then how it functions, then certainly he can catch the diseases. Anyway, this is one thing. Another thing is we talk about magnification of the brain. Magnification of the brain. Brain is not very simple thing. If brain is powerful, then it does the magnification. Probably we'll talk about it. But we are here to talk about the brain architecture because we cannot see people dying of the disease. It's very nice to watch television show and movie with very smiling face and beautiful face. But if someone catch disease, then at that time his life become hell. At that moment, then it is something like that. No one. Have you ever seen any kind of person who visit the hospital and see how people are dying? No one sees. But if any movie shooting is going on the road and hero heroine are there, then everyone watches. Everyone like to watch because they are beautiful, they are handsome. So good thing everyone watches, but bad thing no one watches. So idea behind the talking about the architecture of the brain is how someone can get rid of the disease. Diseases that are beyond what we see from our eye, beyond what we smell, beyond what we taste, beyond what we sense through skin, beyond what we hear, and beyond what we understand through our mind. We also understand, right? It's not that we only see and hear. We understand from mind, but diseases go beyond our understanding also. If someone is suffering from HIV or suffering from high profile autoimmune disease or cancer, then it goes beyond our understanding also. So in those cases, so we have categorized the energy of, so anyway, now everyone is saying that the root cause of all disease is less energy in the body, or less brain is becoming less energetic, then it start causing diseases. This is has been caught. Now everyone, everywhere, this is the science that brain is the root cause of all problem, and less energetic brain is reduced in the energy level, then it catches the disease. Okay, so we talk about physiological sciences like allopathy or medicinal sciences, and there is another science that is energy science called yogic science. Yoga is a science. Nowadays it has come into the picture again after tons and tons of years. Okay, yoga science, the name is wrong. It's energy science. Yoga science is not the real name. The real name of the science is energy science. Energy science is a science which is beyond our understanding from the brain also. Brain understand things, that is true, but there is a science that goes beyond the understanding of the brain also, that is energy science. That is the yogic science. Anyway, so we will talk about more on the kind of we will see. So miss, I feel not stopping when it comes to disease. It is very painful. So if someone comes to disease, three parts we talked about the energy of the brain, how brain gains the energy. One is through food or medicine that comes from stomach or intestine. That energy passes through the backbone and it reaches our brain. One way brain is catching the energy. Another is through ambience, where in front of what people, and that's why people go to big saint, big Mahatma, and so they can get the ambience energy. Okay, so many places, or I would rather say the rather than gangetic brain in India, the Ganget, I won't say Hindu population in India, they bury also, means they do not do the fire cremation. But only in the Gangetic region there is a ritual of fire cremation. Otherwise, all around the globe, people bury. People bury inside the land so that they will keep getting the ambience. If there is a very high-fi person dies and he is buried, then for hundreds and hundreds of years, people go and pray at that place so that they get the ambience. So energy brain receives through food, it receives through ambience, and third, the most biggest part is through the work. If you work, then energy brain comes in attentivity and it starts generating energy. Then there is no limit of it. Ambience energy, there is a limit. Food energy, how much you will put, the size of the stomach only, right? So so food energy, ambience energy has a limitation. But energy that brain start one both way, brain receives energy. That's how it comes to energy level. But if brain start generating energy, then there is no limit for it. Okay. So this is the three part, out of which is the most important part is certainly the work part. But for any patient who is very grievous in the condition, in worn and torn condition, for that patient, the second part, that is the ambience, that is the most important to him. So if there is any patient you see that he is kind of in a condition that he cannot understand also, he cannot take medicine regularly also, he cannot digest anything, he cannot understand anything, and then he has to recover. He is a precious person, any person, everyone is precious. So then you have to take him to a place, I have named it, you have to take him to a place where ambience is very high. So if you see the recovery in a person as far as disease is concerned, it starts from the begin happens from the ambience. If you go to any hospital or any doctor, the biggest thing that matters is the surrounding of the hospital and surrounding of the doctor's place, that is the ambience. How powerful is the ambience? So patient, when he enters into the ambience repeatedly or stays there, admitted there, through ambience he gains the brain energy. So that is the first place where any patient is start getting the treatment. Next is with the medicine, and third is the his actual thinking, that how he should start thinking about the life, and that's way he can start his generator, the power generator which we switch on and it starts generating electricity. So that he has to do, that is the ultimate thing that he has to do in his life, so that brain would keep generating the ultimate energy. But biggest thing for a patient is, first thing for a patient is the ambience, not the medicine, or you have to work because Krishna has told in the Gita, or Einstein is saying this is the energy way. Nothing would work. So take a patient to a place where there is a research that is happening in energy science or yoga science. Yoga science is a wrong word, I always say. It is actually energy science. So place where a research is happening in energy science, and obviously medicine, research in medicine, certainly it will be happening. If it is a research place, in India, there is no place I have seen, at least there is any research in medicine is also happening. If you go anywhere, CMC, Vellore, and AIMS, everywhere I have seen, there is no research that is happening on medicine also. Whatever is coming from the medicine they receive, they just write. That's it. Whatever the machine they have, they just see through the medicine machine, no research. So these hospitals, they are the best hospital in India, like All India Medical Institute or CMC Vellore, or there would be. They are, for me, they are zero. They are not even a single step in the medical area. But there would be places, I believe, where research is happening in the medicinal area. Then only they give the research, those areas. But that is not that they will also not able to cure any disease. So place where research is happening in medicine plus energy, that is the yoga science. Yoga science talked about, that is the one that they will only provide the ambience where brain will receive the energy. Only research is going on in medicine, they will feed you medicine only. So place where research is happening in energy science, that is yoga science, and medicinal science, both science. If research is happening, then that is the best place which can provide ambience to the brain. Anyway, we will talk again more on it as far as the magnification of the brain is concerned. What is brain magnification? And then how it happens in our life through food and everything. So that we'll see.